In Arkansas, we got a whites only town. So here's a look at the founder behind this group.
My name's Eric Orwoll. I'm visiting from America with the Return to the Land movement. We're inspired by Orania. I'm here, of course, in South Africa, in Orania. It's great. I think what you're doing is extraordinary, and you should realize just how special it is and how important it is. And you're not just leading the way for Afrikaners, you are leading the way for especially European people all around the world, but more at a larger scale, any group who wants to define their own future, you are showing the way. I've learned in the value of dreaming big and thinking big. So we would like to, our community now is kind of rural. So we have 3-acre plots and it's agriculturally based. It's a rural atmosphere. And now I'm seeing these public spaces, these mixed use buildings, commercial, residential, office buildings. And I'm thinking we have to aspire to that same kind of thing. Like Orania right now wants to move from a town to a city. Well, we want to move from a suburb and a rural area to a town, a proper town with the city center.
Those are the words of Eric Orwoll. He's the founder of the Return to the Land Association, a far-right group that has formed a tiny whites-only community in the Ozarks of Arkansas as part of a segregationist movement that is quickly gaining popularity online among some conservatives and alt-right supporters. The group is looking to expand its reach from its base in northern Arkansas to an area near Springfield, Missouri. They're looking to spread out these all-white towns. And obviously there's some negative implications with that, but let's continue first. According to RTTL's website, the group is a private membership association that only welcomes individuals with European ancestry who have traditional views. I wonder, well, real quick, I wonder how deep that really goes because, you know, it's like, how many people have European ancestry? So many. I mean, pretty much all the Latinos, unless you're just strictly indigenous in like Central America or Mexico or South America somewhere, all of them got European ancestry. I mean, pretty much everybody that's black in America has some kind of European ancestry, whether it's like they're half or onward generationally. You know, so I think we know it's like if you're not just white, I don't know, it just seems kind of loose. But let's continue. The association's first Ozark community was founded in October of 2023 and spans roughly 160 acres of land in northern Arkansas. Quote, "We seek to create a decentralized movement formed of various individuals and societies returning to the land," the website says. Quote, "We will promote strong families with common ancestry and raise the next generation in an environment that reflects our traditional values. No Jewish people or anyone who adopts non-European religions, including Islam, are permitted to live there." Well, Jewish and Islamic people are all over Europe. So again, but racism requires a base level of ignorance and stupidity. So there is that. So if you Islam or Jewish, you cannot live there, as well as people belonging to, of course, the gays and the trans, y'all are not allowed either. Nobody in the LGBTQ plus community, y'all got to stay out. But we already know they won't. You already know that. An in-depth Sky News report about the community states that so far only 40 people live there. Yeah, well, if you're that strict, it probably won't grow that much. But applications to join range well into the hundreds. Oh, well, I guess I spoke too soon. Potential members are vetted in video. Oh, they vetted. If you ain't white for real, you can't be here. Families who join are also incentivized to have children. A Give Send Go campaign raises donations for parents of newborns. In May, the RTTL posted an update stating that a family who just had their 6th child was given $1,000. They're currently researching legal protections that might protect them from civil rights and housing discrimination lawsuits and injunctions. Yeah, y'all definitely better get ready for that. The group maintains that because it's a private association that doesn't sell real estate, it's shielded from that. So let me bring you in real quick, Sharon, because again, like it seems like it would be pretty quick that you could get past the non-European, like, again, I'm half white. And then how many people are just like, they could be, you wouldn't be able to tell whatsoever. They may just be 1 or 2 generations removed from somebody who's European. So like, it's just pretty pretty thick racism to me. What do you think?
Well, it is. It's dippy too. I remember as a news anchor, they do these crazy stories and sweeps, and they said, well, we're going to do a 23andMe or Ancestry, whatever they did. They maybe swab my cheek or something. And then they surprised me on the air playing Riverdance, talking about you're Irish. Oh, they did. And I had been, I'm straight out of Wakanda, and I let the audience know it too. So listen, we all are, there's none of this pure race. Part of me says, well, go on and go isolate yourself somewhere. But, land is valuable and this country belongs to all of us. I got to use these quotes because you never know what they'll do next. And I think that this has got to be dealt with. The attorney general I saw, said, well, we're not going to stand for this whites only community. Imagine if we did that, or the portion of us that is African American did that. Would people, you know what I'm saying? People would be, are you kidding me? For real? So
the same people would throw a fuss about it,
that's right.
The exact same people. But I mean, I guess, wear it on your sleeves, what you really stand for and what you're really about, because it's so difficult for these people to find community, but the truth is that, one of the privileges of being white in this country is like, all those in between towns that you drive through on those typically are all white. And so you have a broader community than minorities in this country ever will. Like, you don't have to think about, unless it's for like job or industry or lifestyle purposes, you don't really have to go to the big city to be among your people. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to make those decisions. So I guess they just want to be even more secluded, but I don't think it will be very difficult for them to find all white towns literally all over the United States. You feel me? Like, so it just seems a little ridiculous. But anyway, we'll continue. We got a couple more points to go through before we're finished with this story of these bigots who want everybody to know what's up with them. So the RTTL leaders launched several Give, Send, Go campaigns. One is focused on raising money to hire attorneys who can help the group strengthen the legal framework they've shaped, review their operating agreement, leases, and other legal documents, and ensure they are in compliance with federal and state regulations. Orwoll anticipates lawsuits to be forthcoming, and he wants to be prepared as to be bulletproof as possible. Donors have given more than $50,000 so far to the campaign, which is not that much money when it comes to legal expenses. The attorneys, quote, the attorneys we've consulted believe that what we're doing is legal, Orwoll told the Ozark First. Americans have the right to freely associate and form intentional communities on whatever basis they choose. Other campaigns that have raised over $100,000 have slated to help with, quote, regional tours to vet leadership, find new parcels of land, and officially start more chapters across the U.S. One donor of that campaign had a passionate request. In all caps, he shouted, please make genetic testing on site as mandatory for membership. Okay. See, again, just base level of ignorance, because you get your DNA tested, you're gonna see a whole lot of Africa and all types of other stuff on there eventually. You gonna see things on there that you may not be willing and ready to see. And then you might have a gay uncle, and that may also destroy your sense of identity. I mean, like, this is ridiculous. Like, if you're gay, you can't be a part of the community. But homosexuality doesn't discriminate. It doesn't care if you're black, brown, white, male, female. It doesn't care. You feel me? Like, so y'all still probably gonna have gay members who are in the closet. Especially if you're so adamant against it, because that's often where the self-deprecation resides. So
I love it.
But that's I mean, there's no more information to formally go over when it comes to this story. But again, my final takes on it are, y'all already got all white towns all over America. All you got to do is go between metropolitan areas, and there you are. You feel me? Yeah. So they're just trying to get a little notoriety for this too.
Yeah. And the towns that are becoming just a drop or two browner, they police those too. Ask
Too
Ahmaud
much.
Arbery. Right. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
good luck. Keep on being dumb, I guess, with your little
Yeah,
town.
exactly.
Okay.